the student who solved the impossible. Hello, friends. Today, I want to share a relatively short but incredibly inspiring story. It's not about anything supernatural, yet it has changed the lives of millions of people around the world in one way or another. Every self-respecting and successful person likely knows about it, and I believe each one of you should hear it too. It all began in the year 1914, when a baby named George was born into a family of Jewish immigrants in Portland, Oregon. His father was a mathematics teacher, and his mother was a linguist who worked in a library. George's early childhood was unremarkable. He grew up like any typical boy of his time and didn't particularly stand out. There was, however, one thing that set his upbringing apart. His father insisted that George study geometry. George wasn't exactly thrilled by it, but he obeyed. He started by solving simple problems and, over time, worked his way up to more complex ones. By the time he finished high school, he had become fairly skilled in mathematics, though not a genius by any means. George eventually earned admission to the University of Maryland to study mathematics. Even there, he was just one among many regular students. In fact, he often skipped classes, and as punishment, he was frequently given extra assignments. Now comes the turning point in the story, one that might just change how you view the world. In 1939, George was a 25-year-old student at the University of California, Berkeley. One day, he found himself running late, again for a statistics lecture taught by Professor Jerzy Neyman. This time, he was a full 20 minutes late. He tried to slip into the lecture hall unnoticed and sat down quietly. On the blackboard were two math problems. George assumed they were homework assignments and jotted them down in his notebook, not knowing he had missed something crucial at the beginning of the class. When he returned home, he realized the problems were extremely difficult. He figured he must have missed an explanation that would have helped. Still, he worked hard over the next few days and eventually solved them, submitting the solutions to his professor at the next class.